posting this for a friend of mine who happens to be sitting right here beside me. But that doesn't have a Reddit account or reliable access to the internets. I was drinking at a bar one night and it was just me, my bestie, and some girls that we worked with. I was flirting with the server a little because he was cute. We were drinking, and he was quite obviously gay. You know that flirting you can do with gay guys and not be in serious danger of them taking you too seriously? That kind of flirting. My bestie apparently didn't notice that he was gay, even though he had told us when we had been there in the past. Even though we had seen him at the local gay club with his boyfriend. Anyway, my bestie starts talking about how I always get the hot guys. Jokingly at first, but then I slowly realize that she may not be joking. She is on a 5-minute long monologue. She raises her voice so much that the other tables get quiet and start to look. This kind of thing happens occasionally in bars, so people don't pay much mind after it ends. The monologue ends. I apologize because at this point I'm seriously re-evaluating my actions and trying to make sure I wasn't being lame and hogging all the male attention or anything like that. I wasn't, but I was kind of teary-eyed right then and trying to think it over. Bestie goes to the bar for another drink. She wants to get away. That is okay. That is what she does when mad. She distances herself for a bit, works it out in her own head, and everything is alright. What I didn't know was that she went to the bar for a mug of beer. She then smashes it into my head from behind, which knocked me out and gave me a concussion. She then takes off running out of the bar before anyone can grab her. She went from smashed to out of the bar in about 1 second. From eyewitness accounts, I woke up in the hospital with a severe concussion. I had stopped breathing and had to be intubated to keep me from asphyxiating. There was no fracture, so that was good, and I was lucky it didn't stop my heart according to the doctors. My family and other friends were great, but there was still no sign of an ex-bestie. I cried for hours and was released from the hospital the next day, and told that I needed to come back immediately if I blacked out, had seizures, etc. The police came and took a report. I gave them all the information that they wanted. I found out that they impounded my car because it had been stolen and practically destroyed. All 4 tires were busted. All 4 rims were bent. The transmission was screwed up. The engine had been redlined for a while. Both back and front windows were broken. There were tons of dents, etc. The car was totaled and the police department wanted a lot of money to get it out. Bestie attended school for another 2 weeks until the end of the semester before she returned to Florida. The police all but refused to lift a finger to arrest her until she went back to Florida. At which time they said that she could be anywhere and there was nothing they could do. Finally, 2 years later, she was found at her parents' house in Florida and arrested. Because her father was a lawyer. She got off with literally nothing but probation. I know this because I got summoned to Florida to testify several days before finals started. Me being unable to show up without failing all my classes meant that there was no case against her and none of the charges went through. The only thing that I was able to do against her was to get her to pay all the medical bills and pay for my car. How about you? Share your answer in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting topics. See you next time.